Live from Cullman, Alabama, Premier Bank presents Wake Up, Cullman.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Natalie Bonner.
And I'm Dakota Bailey.
So, how's it going?
It's going great. I just can't wait for the night. You know, it's the open premiere of the new Star Wars movie. If you get those early tickets or call in tonight, you know, you get to go see it. You know, it's the 7th one out of the 9 series Lucasfilm wrote, and I mean, I'm just a big Star Wars buff, kind of, sort of.
I can tell you're freaking excited.
Oh, yeah, plus Saturday opens up college football, so this is kind of a big week for me, you know. It's going to be, feels pretty good. Christmas is like 8 days away. Star Wars opens tonight. College football starts Saturday. It's a great week. And the bad thing is it's raining outside, and I'm still in a good mood.
Yeah, so. See, I'm edging a little more on the, I miss my bed because the rain and the early morning just makes me want to sleep.
Yeah, you get like that with this weather. The pitter-patter of the rain hitting the top of the roof, everybody sleeps better. But you know what? It's Thursday, Star Wars is tonight, and everybody's like, the Force is awakening, so I literally woke up like, so Darth Vader was kind of like, even though he's dead, but...
Don't ruin it for people like me who haven't seen it.
That's in the older ones.
I haven't seen anything.
Never mind.
Well, I am excited for you and all the other fans out there. I am not a fan yet. I will say that. If I watch it, I'm sure I will be.
At least if you do it, go in order. Go from the newer ones, 1, 2, 3, then 5, 6, 7. Because if you watch the older ones, which came out in 1977, they're old and the graphics are really amazing. I don't know how they did it. But it kind of throws the story off. But if you watch it in order, it makes it easy for everybody to understand it. Especially like little kids, because my little cousin watched it and he's excited about today. And he woke up this morning and he was excited. Like last night we watched them and he was just like, wait, who is whose dad and why this? And I was like, look, this is 1, 2, 3. You see how it goes in order? It's number order. Because he don't understand Roman numerals yet.
Right, okay, yeah. It sounds like the structure of the story could be compared to how, I guess, how complete and thorough Game of Thrones is. There's so much to that, and I'm like obsessed with that. So I'm sure you have to understand like the lineage and all of the characters and where they come from, just the same. So. Kind of.
I'm not a big Game of Wars or Thrones fan.
Game of Thrones. Oh my gosh, I love Game of Thrones. Yeah. Okay, well, we could talk about this all day, but
I'll have my Star Wars. You have your Thrones. We'll be good.
You got it. Well, moving along, you want to talk about the Facebook prizes?
Yes, our wonderful Facebook prizes for today are, we are sponsored by Natural Gas by Cullman in Jefferson County. We have a pass for 6 to the Cullman Awareness Aquatic Center. We have the Chick-fil-A Choose Your Nuggets or Chick-fil-A Sandwich Meal. And those are our prizes for today.
Yes, we have a great sponsor of the day today, and we have a wonderful guest lined up. We spoke with Cullman High School's tennis coach, Jerry Mason, last week. So if y'all will stay tuned, we'll be right back with that.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat. With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
Make your choices on my terms and my time. I'm in a Wallace state of mind. I've got goals and I'm aiming high. Wallace has choices that'll fit me just right. I'm in a Wallace state of mind.
All right, guys, and welcome back. And we have a very special guest today. We have Mr. Jerry Mason. Now, you are the tennis coach at Cullman High School. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Well, I've graduated from Cullman High School, attended Jacksonville State University, but started playing tennis when I was in high school and have been playing ever since. So I think it's the best sport out there to go through life with.
Yes. Well, I've definitely attempted it myself, and I was not naturally inclined for tennis, unfortunately. It's one of those, we talked about this earlier, it's one of those sports that people think you can just kind of pick up, but not at all. It takes a special talent to be able to do that.
You have to have a certain set of skills, but I believe anyone can play it at a particular level. You may not be great at it, but you can certainly play.
But tennis always had that thing like golf, which is now switched. It was a rich person's sport.
Yeah.
And it was hard to find tennis courts, you know.
It's always had that stigma of the country club type sport where only the privileged few can play it. But it's moved out. With you take players like the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus. They grew up in Compton, California. Okay,
Right.
and I've read stories about they'd be working on their games when they'd hear gunshots and sirens and everything going off. So they came from a pretty rough background as far as when they started playing tennis. But it's a great game. I think it's a game that it's an individual sport.
I love them.
You know, and a person that plays individual sports, for some reason they have a lot of confidence. And I'll say this, like all my kids, I would say just about every one of the kids on my teams are in the top 15% of their class in school. They're academically strong. They have a self-confidence about it.
You know, I wrestled and then I boxed out of high school. And I always liked boxing, and people like cringe, but I always said, let's forget about all these other players. Let's settle this between me and you. That was always my thing. When you have a team, you don't really know how much you put in, but when you're there by yourself, you know what you got to do. You know what I mean? You don't.
And I've always enjoyed the one-on-one
Right.
battle. Of course, you play doubles in tennis also,
Yeah.
and that gives you a little bit more of a team concept and learning how to work with others and
Right.
that type of thing.
Now, how long have you been coaching?
Well, this is only going to be my second year at Cullman, but I've been teaching and playing tennis for over 40 years, so I've been around the game a while. And I guess if you really knew me, you would know I'm a tennis geek. I promote tennis wherever I go. I love the game, and my kids know how geeky I am about it.
Well, I know my son played basketball. He started when he was in 4th grade or something. But I noticed a lot of kids try to jump in on the team on 10th grade, and they really struggle. Is tennis like that too? Something that you should try to start doing when young in your life?
As a coach, you know, one of the great things that the USTA has finally adopted the 10 and under, where you have smaller courts, softer balls, smaller rackets, so the balls won't bounce. You try to teach a 5-year-old youngster with a regular tennis ball, and you just drop it and it bounces above their head, they can't develop it, and they get frustrated and they quit. But with the 10 and under program that is taking over the tennis in the United States, by the way, they've been using this program in Europe and South America for years, and that's why they've surpassed us in world-class tennis players. But anyway, we've got the 10 and under program through the Cullman Park and Recreation, and it's producing a lot of great results. And people ask me, how old should you be? Start them at 5. We have different, it may not be tennis, but we teach them skills that they develop over a period of time, and they fall in love with the game.
I know most sports, I played 20-something years of softball, and my arm's gone. Now, do you teach these young kids, like, techniques? Because tennis elbow is a very well-known injury.
We call it golfer's elbow, by the way. But that's one of my sticking points is I believe that every kid is different. I mean, you don't teach a cookie cutter swing. You teach the basics, the fundamentals, and let their talent come out through that method. But you're right, you have to teach fundamentals to prevent injuries down the road. I mean, like, I've been very, very blessed. I've played a long time, and I'm still out there.
Well, I know there's probably, which a lot of parents would be happy to know, there's probably less injuries in tennis. Unless you're me, like you, going backwards and slamming to the pole, like, you know.
Well,
you get these awkward guys like me.
We're strict on footwork and that type of thing, and preparation for the ball, and that helps you get through the hitting zone. And it takes a while too. And I tell people this: tennis is not the easiest sport to learn because you got so many variables, but it's probably the most enjoyable sport you'll play for life.
Yeah.
You don't have to have 10 guys to play basketball or 22 guys to play football, and after a while you couldn't play football anyway. So, but
there's another thing too. It's not that expensive.
That's true. That's true. You get a good racket and some good shoes and some balls and get out there and start hitting. Like the courts at Cullman High School, they're public courts. You go out and play for free. It doesn't cost you $30-$40 to go play around the golf. It doesn't take you 5 hours to play around the golf or to play a tennis match. You get a great workout in an hour and a half. You know, you're back home and you feel great.
So if you were talking to the parents and want to leave them a little message about equipment or where do you start, what would you say a person starting tennis, what basic equipment? Should they get elbow pads or knee pads?
No. I always say get a good pair of shoes because there's a lot of running and stopping and starting, and so, you know, if you don't have really good shoes, you could start developing joint problems down the road. Now, I've been very fortunate. I've not got any, but and equipment-wise, I would start at the lower end of to buying rackets, because some kids, they're going to fall in love with it, okay, and they're going to make a commitment to stay with it. But I've seen so many times people, their moms and dads think that their kid's going to really get into tennis and buy them a $185 tennis racket, and then 3 or 4 weeks late, 3 or 4 weeks
like
later,
a banjo later.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. They quit it, and then it's stuck in their closet. There's a couple of $100 down the drain.
So you say $40 is pretty good to
40,
start.
50,
40,
in that
50.
range. But I have a lot of my youngsters And the quality of the equipment is different. Like, you can go to Walmart and get you a racket, but those rackets are not quality, let's say, and you get lots of vibration in it, and the vibration in the rackets will cause the tennis elbow. That
Oh,
type of thing.
really?
Yes, and
So maybe
Yeah.
once you know it's your interest, you can invest in the quality equipment.
it's kind of like we were talking earlier, Mick, playing an Epiphone or playing your Hummingbird Gibson.
Yeah.
You know, there's a huge difference in the quality of the sound and the playability, and the same thing in tennis rackets.
Are you still active in any tournaments or anything?
I haven't lately. I've been so consumed with giving lessons and working with the tennis team. I haven't got to play any tournaments lately, so, you know.
So, do you reach down in the elementary schools and junior high and try to bring some kids up, or
That's what our focus is to try to get grassroots with the 10 and under program. I want to go into the elementaries this spring after the season and demonstrate for the young kids that might not have ever seen tennis. Might give them a wow, factor. I could do that.
well, you get a lot of the children you're teaching now, and you go to their brothers and sisters and go.
That's right.
And they have interests. A lot of them probably have interests too in it,
And-
watching.
Cullman's got a lot of people in Cullman don't realize that we have a rich history at Cullman High School. Coach Don Wilbank started the program back in the early 70s. He won back-to-back state championships, and he had a 3-year run. He won 2 in a row, and he was second in that third year. Then we won a girls' state championship in 1998, and just 3 years ago, the girls had another state champion. We've had, if I can recall, Tommy Mayo was the singles champion his junior year in high school in the state. Rusty Walker is one of only 3 or 4 players, I believe, to have ever won 3 consecutive number 1 position state championships. And Adam Witcher, who is now in med school, Adam won a state championship his senior year. And Allison Howell, who plays at Montevallo now, she was our girls state champion
Wow.
as a senior.
Now, do you have a number to call, or a number for that program, or a Facebook page they can get a hold of you at?
They could just call me. It's 256-509-9947.
And you'll make them a star.
Yeah,
I'll make them a star.
absolutely.
Is there money in tennis?
We'll just
yeah.
ask Venus and Serena.
Yeah, Venus Serena. And another great thing is West Point has an excellent tennis program. Tim Gardner and his wife Shanda, they do a great job. And Wallace State has started their program back.
And you can get a scholarship
you
at
can
Wallace?
get, yeah.
Definitely
Oh,
a
yeah.
great thing to think about for the
And
future. If you have children and they
Play
haven't
collegiately.
found exactly what they want to do yet.
And the people you meet throughout your life, like I've got some fantastic friends all over this state from playing tennis that, and
Lifelong ties.
you
yeah.
have lifelong ties to the
Yes.
sport.
Very good.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We have definitely enjoyed having you and learning all about tennis.
You got that right.
That's one thing that I don't know much about, and that is very fascinating.
Well, I'll talk about tennis anytime you need me to.
All right, brother.
Awesome.
Appreciate
Thank you.
on the
Thank you
show.
for having me.
Thank you so much. Well, if y'all will stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycolemantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
And now it's time for our Discover Cullman segment. And check out breakfast at Chick-fil-A in Cullman. Their hours are Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and they are respectfully closed on Sunday.
O.F. Richter and Son Inc. open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also open Saturday from 7 to noon. Call 256-734-0582.
And Bojangles has breakfast all day. Their store hours are 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Tires for Less, Bridgestone, Firestone, more than just tire, oil changes, minor, engine repair, shocks, brakes, alignments. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 p.m. Come see Greg and the guys on 2227 2nd Avenue Northwest, Highway 31, just past 157.
And Night Free Insurance Agency, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. You can give them a call at 256-734-4090. And that's our Discover Cullman.
Very interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've got some great businesses here, great local places to shop and do your business at. So
That's what makes it so great, especially around this time, Christmas time. You can give back to the community, and they give back to the kids, just like Belk with their can drive, their food drive, stuff like that. I just love to see people, especially around the holidays, especially with little kids, you know, that don't have much because their parents didn't make good choices. Just to see Belk and stuff like that come to help the community is just very nice.
there's quite a few places doing that too, just collecting different things. There's the, I think it's Operation Christmas maybe, or Operation Christmas Child something, where they stuff the shoe boxes and they collect and fill up that huge truck over there next to the courthouse.
Operation Christmas Child.
Yes, that's it. Okay.
All right, now we're going to get to everybody's favorite part of the day, the weather. And it's brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Today's average is going to be 63. The low is going to be 41. In 1963, it was a record of 75 degrees, and in 1952, it was 13. Sunset's night at 4:38 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 6:22 a.m. As you see the forecast here on the radar, we've got scattered showers out through most of the day, but it's mainly going up north toward Georgia and New York. Today is going to be 80% chance of rain, a high of 70. Tonight's low is going to be 51 with 10% chance of rain. Tomorrow, a high of 57 with a 10% chance of rain. And here's your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow's everybody's most favorite day is Friday with a 10% chance of rain. And then you're looking at throughout the week, rain fluctuate. No rain Sunday, thank the Lord. Everybody loves to be non-wet on Sundays and your Sunday best. But the rest of the week looks like it's going to drop off real low and then warm back up when the rain hits. That's one thing I've always noticed, though. If you ever notice when it rains, it's not too cold and it's not too hot.
It's true. It's
Unless
very
it's
mild.
summer, then it gets humid and you die.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. It's like you're in a heat tank.
Florida weather.
Mhm.
Florida weather.
All right, guys. Well, if y'all will stay with us, we'll be right back.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Have you been online to see our brand new website? Go to mycullmantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
For the guarantee. You pack it, you ship it. We guarantee it. Magic castles? It's guaranteed. Drum machines? It's guaranteed. Talking robots? Guaranteed. Singing ducks? Pack, ship, guaranteed. What if something happens? We'll take care of it. Professional.
The UPS Store, pack and ship, guaranteed.
We're exhausted. We got 2 more slatefuls. Huh? Reindeer can be temperamental. We'll take care of it. I love logistics.
I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
And we are back with our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and the Red Door Coat Project. They are accepting donations with like new or new coats.
United Way Food Drive will be held through December 18th. Drop non-perishable items in the sleigh. Food will be distributed to Cullman Caring for Kids.
And if you have a community billboard, just let us know. You can find us online at mycullmantv.com. Send us an email at mycullmantv@gmail.com or give us a call at 256-734-7399. And again, we are sponsored by Pepsi. And wishing you a happy birthday today, Melanie Townsend, on this Thursday. And don't forget, we will be doing that drawing tomorrow for our weekly winner who will receive an ice cream cake. And don't forget to send us your anniversaries. You'll be entered to win a $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden, and that drawing is happening tomorrow too.
We are sponsored by Natural Gas, Comfort, Responsibility, Cullman, Jefferson County. Call 256-737-1600.
And don't forget to get on Facebook, leave us your feedback, give us a comment or two, or maybe a like.
That would be great. We would love to hear your response for our show, especially, with me being the sports and with you doing yours. That way people can give us, your inspiration or your inspiration to tell us what we're doing wrong or what we're doing right. So that way we can either fix it or make it better, or just do it so it makes it better for you and your family to listen to us or watch us.
Definitely. Well, we have a really cool guest tomorrow. He's a local owner of a restaurant. His name is Kyle Spears, and he owns the Busy Bee Cafe. I'm sure everyone's had a hamburger from there over the span of their lives. They're pretty much known for it. Wow. All right, then. I might not have seen Star Wars, but at least I've eaten at Busy Bee.
I have eaten at Busy Bee, but I don't get their hamburgers. I get their, steak.
Okay. All right.
Because they put onions and gravy, and it's so fattening and greasy, but it's so good.
Everything they make is good. Well, so we'll have him on the show tomorrow. Maybe he'll bring us some food.
My big question for him tomorrow is going to be how he found his sign when the tornadoes come in Georgia, and if that's still the original sign or if he just got a new one. That's always interested me.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or if he just opened one in Georgia wherever it fell, that'd be.
I don't know about that.
That'd be pretty cool though. That's where it falls. That's where it rises.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining in today. And again, I'm Natalie Bonner.
And I'm Dakota Bailey.
We'll see you tomorrow.